for San Diego. Gustavo Gomez appears to be getting loose. Duke getting cranked up as well. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Pruitt down to first with it. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Samuel Villa getting ready to hit. Ball one, no strikes.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Outside low, and that's ball three. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Villa at first, one gone. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And there's a ball. That one lifted to left. Owen makes the grab. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Joe Brandom next up for the Braves. Missed with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last. Braves strand 1, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Andres Guzman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
O'Neill in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's way high, and that's ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Deacon Aquino, the next to hit.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Next offering upstairs. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's even up. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Pruitt in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball.
2 out, space is empty.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a big swing and a miss. Random gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher, Joe Random. Chin back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now a chance for Joe Random. And first offering is fouled off. Random gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Gets the call, and it's 0-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and that's a foul ball. Ground ball, could be 2. Kokel toss to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 3 and the Padres 1. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Damon Payne. A chance at his first save of the year. And now it's going to be Garrett Owen. On the outside corner, 0-1. And ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the
number
closer.
7.
I mean, you get that punch
Shortstop,
out, you get settled
Flores.
in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So digging in now for San Diego, Keaton Connor. And first offering is fouled off. 2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike. The Padres down to their final strike. That one not close. And that is ball 1. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Volek in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
That one hooked foul. The tying run at the plate. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game.
Just about set to go now. Towing the slab in today's game, Corey Mortero. What's the scouting report on? Back now at Oriole Park. Now the third baseman, Diego Peralta. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Mortero, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a two-seamer, and he works in a slider. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Esteban Montanez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Just missed.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
That one ripped right center field. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing.
Three. First base. Out. Three. You're out. Out. Ball four. Take your base. Out. Three. Out.
in Baltimore as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the third baseman, Diego Peralta. Just missed. Peralta measures 6 feet 4 inches, just 19 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a base hit up the middle, and a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Montanez swings through it for strike one. And that's outside. And 1-1. And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Now. Mortero back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Corey Mortero done for the day, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back. No outs, runner at first. Esteban Montanez digs in now, late on that fastball.
0-1.
Line drive, that's a fair ball inside third. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough.
Three. Ball 4, take the base.
One down, runner at first. Next to hit, Dennis Corey. He's 0 for 1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Acevedo with a move to first. And he dives back in safely. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's in there, and the count is 1-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. This to third. There's 1, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Stepping in, Bryant Griffin. He's already homered here in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sean McQueen up and loosening in the pen. Cox, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position. Just missed. Rayleigh next at bat for Baltimore. Two outs. And ball four, two aboard. And into the box for Baltimore, Ray Rayleigh, 1 for 2. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
2-2 on the way. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Orioles strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Babe Jensen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late.
Now the Orioles catcher, Richard Paz. He's already homered in this game. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Acevedo goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
And that one fouled off.
That's a ball.
1 out, bases empty.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Nope,
just off the inside edge. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Coleman stands in now and watches strike 1.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Base hit center field. And that extends the inning. So next to hit for Baltimore, Thomas Whitaker. 0 for 3 in this one. Over to first, and he saved. outside.
Pitch is out.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Montanez right there to make the grab. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. So stepping in for one down. Now the third baseman, Diego Peralta. This one in the air right field. Coleman has this one sized up. Brings it in. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Montanez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Brett MacArthur. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Gets the outside corner with that one. Up the middle. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Now at the plate, Richard Chu.
He's
Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch. Runner tags and will move up to third. And next for the Orioles, Dennis Corey.
Number 14.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first in time. 2 down.
Now batting.
So up next, Bryant Griffin. Off the plate inside. Ball 1. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate. Jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So digging in, Ray Rayleigh. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ball 1 there. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Sean McQueen getting ready to go. Cox also throwing. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Griffin around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score. It's 5-2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Pause. In the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Jackson
38.
Odom.
And I can't imagine any save. After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start.
Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now.
It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Ricky Thorpe. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a...
That's ball 4.
Willie Buckley, the next Pirate to hit. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out. Here's a Pirates lineup now. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-hand. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Martinez will hit next. First pitch misses.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Out there to center. Rosario on the move. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. New inning getting started at the plate for Pittsburgh. One gone, runner at first. Up next for the Pirates, Warren Matos. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. And that's way high. And that's ball one.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
And the 1-0. And another ball. That one finds the corner, and the count 2-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that one is downstairs. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Pablo Alfonso in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Parra leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Buckley. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Runner around third. He'll score easily.
Big RBI for him right there. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Greg. Warren Matos, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 3 runs for him here, and they set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now
Ball 4, take your base. You're out.
the digging in, Pablo Alfonso struck out swinging his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. And a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Baseman, Martinez.
Hendricks back to work. And that one missing low.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
That misses. 2-1. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself
Now
after a bat like that. Warren Matos getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-1, no strikes.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And that one's gone. Warren Matos with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Ricky Thorpe will depart, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point and will come back with a new arm.
Pitching for the
Now
Rays.
on the mound for the Rays, Arturo Lantigua.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Pablo Alfonso delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
inside. Now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
Here's the one out, base is empty. Jay Martinez next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Up next for the Rays.
Runner on at first with and a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Inside, just missed. Freehand on third. Parra at second with one away. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Alfonso stands in now and watches strike one. Now he breaks his bat. Martinez brings it in, and that'll do it. Pirates back now in Tampa.
That's ball four. Ball four. Take your base.
And now the first baseman, Jay Martinez. 1 for 3. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
It's the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Gilberto Franco. How about a scouting report? The batter now, Richard Imasa. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Imasa, in his rookie season, 22 years old, and he was born in Japan. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the mound for Washington in this one, Jay Barrett. What's the word on him?
Oh, this guy.
Ball four, take the base.
So two down, up now for Washington, Jim Ramirez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Outside. And that is ball one. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. Late on that fastball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swung on, belted, way back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And that's a 2-out double. Jim Ramirez with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So two.
Ball four, take your base. 3.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Imasa digs in now. Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
That's the ball.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. In the air to left center, Samuels on the move to the gap. He's got it, and that is that. One left for Washington. Two outs, runner at first. Jim Ramirez digging in for the Nationals. Doubled his first time up. That's in for a strike. Ramirez measures 5 feet 10 inches, only 18 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Cook around third, the relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate, trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Richard Imasa digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it.
Now pitch.
That's ball 4.
And at first with 1 gone, Jim Ramirez digging in for the Nationals. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted.
Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the 8th, and now up for Washington, Lyle Olszewski. That's off the mark.
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
That one ripped, but foul. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
Count's full.
Sit down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made it look. That was just nasty.
And here's the first baseman, Willie Casillas. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. So a man aboard. Richard Imasa will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one fouled off. Casillas leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Samuels. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, number 14.
Israel Lantigua getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's to third. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Nationals leave one. Still down 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jason Tate.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best.
All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Donnell Trayer. Roberts back to work. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's down and away.
1-1.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Glenn Cook. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The other way. And foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed though.
1-2. Count.
Roll to short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. On to first, double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. Jim Ramirez, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one's upstairs, ball 1. This one popped up. Connor. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Live from right field on the south side of Chicago, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. About to get started here and towing the slab, Amauri Rivera.
Well, a very solid ERA last season. Just a little over 3, and when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve, and I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And now the center fielder, Wallace Schroth. And there's a strike to the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Schroth goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center.
Ball.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field, because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Swinging a foul out of play. On its way to the corner, and that drops foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, left field,
So up next, Billy White. There goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Wide throw, and it gets away. Richard. Base is empty with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Darren Weber. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And the right-hander deals. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's a ball. 2-1.
On the ground, and it goes just foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Back at right field. Second inning set to go. Now it's the second baseman, Jason Perez. Inside, just missed. And another ball. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now for the now the first baseman, Darren Weber. He's 0 for 1. That one outside. Ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Man at second. And that one is lifted in the air. White sizes this one up, and the inning is over. The White Sox leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. On to the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Jason Perez.
Number 58.
Rivera back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that drops in for a strike. Fastball is outside.
2-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lopez under it. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Richards. He's 2 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses. 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
There's a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Burdick holds it in on the run. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Twins 3 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, ready to go, bottom 4. So now it's the White Sox DH.
First base.
First and second, no outs. Perez now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
First and second, no outs, and we're at the top of the 5th. Way high. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
So up next for Minnesota, Max Stone. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit to third. Tag, got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, you couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. It gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
That one down the line, and foul ball. So the lineup flips over, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Ron Richards. Swings through that.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Brandon off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground to third. Cedeno. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Rocketed out towards right center. Lunging, but can't bring it in.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
Ball 4, take your base.
Back here on the south side, we go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Twins, Wallace Schroff. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Delgado, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a 2-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Billy White. Just missed. Schroff on at first, nobody out. And there's a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, number 21.
Sidney English, the next Twin up to hit. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. There's your 1. Runner takes off. There's a ball. No throw. He's in there safely. That's down and in. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, knocks it down. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Jason Perez will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And takes low for ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Oh, and he can't handle it. Gets away. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. 1 run across. Now the third baseman, Max Stone. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one is inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Late on that fastball.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
On the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 5 and the White Sox 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And now the short. And here's the first baseman, Darren Weber. 1 for 3. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Lim at second with 2 down. That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ramon Tejada will take over here. He's made. Here's the White Sox DH, Alex Hooper. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
1-2 now. Hit in the air, right field. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Now the left fielder, Peyton Burdick.
Peyton Burdick.
There's a strike. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Jose Salgado getting loose out there. Hanson warming up as well. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. That's a little bit low. 1 out, bases empty. That clips the zone, and the count is 2-2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, bases empty. And now here is Julian Mercado. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, out towards right center. Schroff on the move to the alley. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Ron Richards. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering upstairs. Action in the pen down there. Gary Johnson up and throwing. Cloven getting loose as well. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Burdick snags it. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Wallace Schroff. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time.
Now batting. Number
And next
12.
for Minnesota, Billy White. Here on the south side, now it's the second baseman, Gregorio Lopez. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Right through there, got him. And 1 gone. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Cedeno stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's downstairs. Now 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Random batting with 1 down takes a strike. And it's fouled away. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a two-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Reynolds, the next to hit, takes outside.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Cedeno off of first with 2 away. And the White Sox down to their final strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
One strike away. Ground ball, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.